We are fortunate to have in the studio a clinical psychologist from the Ateneo de Manila University. She's Dr. Estrella Tiongson Magno. She will help us understand the common issues students confront during the resumption of classes or what students usually experience while in school. Dr. Magno, good morning and thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
First off, is it more difficult to be a child or a teenager at this time?
Because family life is in crisis now, because we have a lot of OFWs, we have a lot of families who are meeting challenges. So yes, it's a bit more difficult. And then we have the issue of bullying in school, which we did not have, years ago, or at least it was not called that way. It was not as rampant.
So is there a rise in bullying cases here in the Philippines?
I guess all over. Because television media glorifies a lot of these things, We have violence, we have all of these mga things that are going on around the world na nakakabahala.
What are the factors that affect a child in school? Apart from bullying or peer pressure, what other things do they have to muster or they have to face?
Sometimes it's physical challenges.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's both parents are absent, they're loaned to relatives, so that when they go to school, they see the components of mother, father, and then children, while they have an aunt and them, or a lola, or a tito, and the message that the child gets is, how come I'm different? Baka I'm not lovable. So there's a lack of self-esteem because the parents who are, for most families, they bring them to school and they fetch them. It's just the lola or the tita or a maid.
What can parents do if that is the situation in their household?
They just have to explain to the child, now we are doing this kasi we want you to have a bright future. We want you to succeed. This is your passport to a good life. So know that even if you're not here, we love you and we'll always be there for you.
So constant communication with your children is an important aspect of parenting.
And then tell the caregiver, if it's the lola, to be a little more attentive, especially when the child is feeling insecure or not feeling at the top of the world.
What are the signs that we can look that the child is feeling insecure or something that is not normal or out of the ordinary?
Madaling mapikon. Yes, and sometimes very withdrawn. Sometimes doesn't like to mix. Sometimes quick to anger.
In the household?
Yes. So, and sometimes, any little thing bothers him. Very irritable. So the thing is, you just tell them, may problema ba? Or who's your best friend in school? Or sometimes maybe you can invite some of the friends. When he has a birthday, make sure he has a little birthday party or bring food to school para they know na, hey, he's okay.
What if the child is withdrawn and does not want to express his feelings? What can a parent do?
Probably go see the guidance counselor and say, this is the problem of my child. And maybe when you have sessions in class, maybe you can ask him or ask his friends, to show that this is camaraderie, how it is to help each other. That then tell the teacher just a little bit more attention because he's just undergoing some problems or some challenges because the mother's not here, the father's not here, he's still adjusting. So that the teacher will know na, instead of saying, hey, sit down, he will say, or she will say, that handsome boy over there, can you please sit down so we can start our lesson? Little things like that.
How do you monitor it? How would you know if there's also already progress in what you have been doing or the child may need more help?
Every time the child goes home, you just say, how was school? Pag sabi, pangit, you say, bakit? Tapos when he's in a good mood, talk about it. What happened? Sabi, pangit ako. Or sabi, ang itim ko. Sabi, ang short ko. Ang bansot ko. Then you say to the child, ganyan talaga. Merong maitim, may maputi, may matangkad, may short. So talaga ganyan ang buhay. Life is not perfect. Pero hey, the important thing is nandito ako, nandito tayo, at pare-pareho tayong we are trying not to have a good life para, sabi ko nga sa'yo, passport to a good life. Kasi once you undergo, yan ang anong tawag to, report card, yung how well you do in school. Kasi later on, pag laki mo, sasabihin ng wow, ang ganda ng report card. Ibig sabihin, magandang i-hire ito. Kasi may talagang commitment, tsaka may discipline. Ito ang empleyadong gusto ko. Sa pag sinabi mo sa kanyang ganyan, tapos pag malaki ka na, itong pwede mong gawin, pwede kang magbiyahe, pag bakasyon mo, pwede kang mag-regalo, or sa mami mo, ganyan-ganyan. So, yung motivation is very, very important. So, the thing is, always watch out, ano ba ang senyales ng bata? Happy ba? Pag happy, thanks be to God. Pag hindi happy, konting suporta. Suporta.
And thank you so much, Dr. Magno. That's one thing I will remember with my child.
Yes.
Constant support. Thank you.
Ask the teacher for a little support. Be sweet to the teacher and say, this is what's happening in our family. Can you please be a little more attentive kasi,
to my child.
I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for sharing with us your expertise, Dr. Magno.
Okay, thank you too for having me.
Thank you. We just spoken to Dr. Estrella Tiongson Magno, a clinical psychologist from the Ateneo de Manila University.